What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of MJC the Outdoorsman, the channel that's all about doing awesome stuff while experiencing everything that the great outdoors has to offer. Hope you're all ready for another amazing video. Sit back, relax, and let's adventure. So today I'm bringing you guys a little bit of a different video. We're taking a break from the cooking episodes for a little bit. Kinda did too many in a row, and that's because the cooking was just available to me. I didn't get out to fish, and I kind of got lazy about that. I can't hunt at the moment because I don't have all of the certifications and licenses for this season, which I'm really bummed about right now. And camping hasn't been something that's happened. Just cooking has literally been the mainstay that has kept this channel uploading videos, which I'm happy about. I love cooking. Food's amazing. I love sharing the recipes with you guys so you can head out on your camping adventures or just your outdoor adventures in your backyard and make some awesome food. But today, we're making a video that I've wanted to make for the last few months now, ever since I started this channel. It was actually supposed to be the first video after the welcome video, but I procrastinated and it never happened. And I'm kind of lucky it never happened because I've been adding stuff slowly over time since I really started getting back into fishing. But we are going to be going over my complete fishing arsenal that I bring with me on every trip. Well, this is new. This is something I haven't brought with me on any of my fishing trips since I was 11. It's my first fishing rod. And, well, I'm thinking about bringing it. I'm thinking about doing a just fishing video where I go out and use this rod only and try to see if I can catch anything on it. Let me know if you guys want to see that down in the comments below. So without any further delay, let's get into what I fish with every single time I head out on the water. Got my just awesome little hiking travel kit. My dream one day is to have a bass boat, just, you know, stocked full of tackle and rods and everything you can imagine. But for now, this setup works the best. It's not that heavy at all. I don't get a ton of stuff in here, but I've got exactly what I need to head out on the water. It's, I believe, a 45 liter bag. I'm not 100% sure. I don't even have any of the tags. I don't even think it came with tags when I bought it. I got it off of Amazon, and it was a good purchase. I got the Demolition Ranch patch on here, the American flag, and God we trust. None of these have anything to do with fishing, but they're absolutely amazing. Fishing license, always displayed on the outside of my bag. I love this idea. Tyler gave me the idea. It's just so easy for, you know, any game wardens that come by or police or whatever to see, hey, there's their license. All they really have to do is look at the bag and see that everything checks out. There you go. There's no having to dig around and find it. It's always there, clipped onto the bag. You know, hopefully it doesn't get ripped off or stolen someday. Moving into this little front pocket here in the bag. Just got some simple stuff here. Extra filming tripod. I rarely use this fishing because I don't have any like little ledges, and the leg kind of is wobbly and it's on its way out. I needed to replace it forever, and I would just rather use the big tripod that I'm using now for fishing because it's safer, the camera is up higher, and I just don't trust half the little ledges that I do find because they're usually next to the water and the camera might fall in. Scissors here to cut the fishing line after it is all tied on, tag ends, everything. Little measuring tape that I picked up, 60 inches, like $2 at Walmart for heaven's sakes. I just found it fascinating. I could have got one of those plastic measuring boards that you use in a boat, but I didn't feel like getting that. I just found this fascinating. A lot of things just amuse me out of nowhere. Got a little utility knife in here. This is what I was using to cut the line and the tag ends, and it really just sucked trying to use a utility knife, but I keep it on me at all times just in case. Sharpie in here, for what reason I have no idea. A multi-tool, I love this. I was looking for literally anything I could get my hands on to do the safest hook removal on a fish possible. I've seen Tyler use a multi-tool before to take the hook out of fish's mouth. I've seen other YouTubers do it as well. I've seen a lot of YouTubers do it by hand, but I'm also in the party of I don't want to get hooked, especially by treble hooks, which is on a lot of the baits that I use right now, and treble hooks. They are literally the freaking death of me, but this to me is the most practical way. And then I just picked this up the other day. It is a bait knife or mini fillet knife or whatever you want to call it. Another thing, I don't know why I need it. I'm thinking about using this for when I go frog hunting. I don't know why I would need it during fishing, but it'll always be in my bag. It can also kind of be for self-defense if I ever run into any problems, which I hope I never do. So let's get all this stuff back in the bag and move on to the next compartment. I just put a stick in my bag for no reason. And this front pocket up here where I have my fishing license attached, I don't think there's anything but a rain cover that comes with the bag. You just put it on the front of the bag so that way you can still get the straps around your shoulders. Used this when I went on a trip to Niagara Falls, and it kept the bag pretty dry. The only thing is the bag was wet beforehand when I was going to put it on because I didn't get it on in time before the downpour started, but other than that, the bag didn't get any more wet than it already was. In this middle pocket here, I believe I have got an extra bobber just sitting here. The instructions from my fishing line on how to tie fishing knots, I just keep that as a backup in case. I've got my Berkley Super Strong Tri-Line, extra large smooth casting, 300 yards of 12-pound fluorescent, whatever. I think it doesn't say if it's monofilament or fluorocarbon. It just says fluorescent clear blue, but it's pretty good. I'm gonna take a guess that it's monofilament. Again, I am new to fishing. Don't bite my head off. I will say stupid stuff right now. Got a couple baggies of just little plastic worms and frogs and crawdads in here. Just took them out of the tackle box that they were in because they really didn't have any room in there because the tackle box is so small. 2 little boxes of different size hooks, all the way from the tiniest freaking hook that you can get, which, let me see if I can show you guys without taking anything out. Like, look at how tiny those hooks are, especially all the way in this corner, all the way up to those hooks right in there. And of course, you can get bigger fishing hooks than this, but this is exactly what they sent me. And then, to top it all off, in here is my actual tackle box, which I am in the process of finding better tackle boxes to store all this stuff and not have the cheap little thing that this came in. But it's got some plastics in here, spoons, crankbaits, top water, jerk baits, lipless cranks, frogs, you name it, it's all in here. It is just an awesome little kit. I have used a few of the baits in here. I do got a stick bait in here and a weedless hook, which I managed, if you guys know about, to get stuck in the weeds. I've used a bunch of this stuff and I cannot wait to use more of it when I head out on my next trip, which I'm hoping is going to be tomorrow, the day after I am filming this video. Moving on to this back, that's not where the zipper, no, that is where the zipper is. This is so confusing with this bag sometimes because the zippers go all the way down to the bottom here. I don't even know if you can see that, but they go all the way to the bottom and you just can never find them half the time. In here, I've got a towel for, you guys know I went in the water to retrieve a hook off of a tree, so I keep a towel on me every single time so I can dry off now, instead of having to sit where I'm at and wait to dry off. And then the last thing that I keep in my bag is something that I think everybody should keep, especially in case you accidentally hook yourself, and that is a first aid kit. There's one item, though, that I really should think about purchasing, really need to purchase, and that is some braided fishing line to keep in the bag. There's a trick that has been going around the internet, and no, I will not make a video on how to do this trick because I honestly don't feel like hooking myself on purpose. But there's a trick where you tie on a fishing knot to a hook that you have got into your skin past the barb, and you just yank it real quick or have someone else yank it real quick, and the hook comes out with no problem without you having to go through the other side and cut the barb, and it saves you a ton of time. So that's another thing that I really need to add to this bag in the future. I also usually bring an extra pair of shoes, like flip-flops, in case I need to get into the water. And then for my water bottles, whenever I'm carrying just my water bottle or even a friend's water bottle that has a place for me to carry it on, I keep 2 D-rings on the straps of the bag so that way it's easier to carry because there is literally no other spots on this bag to carry a water bottle. Moving on to the next part of my gear is the fishing rods. I'm going to start out with my first ever rod. I got this when I was 11 years old, when I was getting ready to go off the Boy Scout camp. My dad saw on the list that we needed a fishing pole. You really didn't need to bring it because you didn't go unless you were taking the fishing merit badge. But we just went and got it. We went and bought one of those like little $20 kits at Walmart that you can get for kids that comes with a tackle box. I don't even know where any of that stuff is. If I ever find it, I'll add it to my gear as long as it's in good condition and not deteriorating or whatever, messed up, destroyed. But this is a Shakespeare SP10 Easy Cast beginner's rod. It has a 3:1:1 gear ratio spinning reel on it. It can hold up to 90 yards of 8-pound test. So you ain't catching mondos on this rod. You just aren't. I don't even know what pound test line this is on here. This is the original line that came with the kit when I bought it. I got a bobber tied on here. I've literally had this bobber tied on since I was 11, the last time I went fishing with this one. So moving on to the final piece of equipment that I use when I go out fishing is my actual rod that I've been using on the 2 fishing episodes that I have made so far on this channel. And this is a 6.5 foot medium heavy Ugly Stick GX2. It is an awesome rod. Have not caught a fish on it yet, so I cannot tell you how it holds up when it comes to fish. It sucks. I don't even know how well the fishing line holds up when it comes to fish. It's great. It's casting perfectly fine. Haven't had too many problems with the reel. This has a 5:2:1 gear ratio spinning reel on it. It holds up to 175 yards of 12-pound test, which is what I have on here is 12-pound test. Absolutely love this rod. I'm eventually going to be adding more to my collection. This is the kind of stuff that you don't see in these videos. Had to take everything out after I put it all back in just to get some photos for the MJC the Outdoorsman Instagram. I put the username at the beginning of this video. I'll put it again right here at the bottom of the screen. But guys, head on over there and give the page a follow. You get to stay up to date on everything. You know when new videos are coming out. And also, you get to see my life as an outdoorsman outside of just these videos. And that right there, my friends, is going to be it on today's adventure. I loved making this video, even though it was a little bit tedious and all over the place for me, but I just want to start doing more videos like this where I show you guys all the gear that I'm using for anything that I'm doing whatsoever when it comes to outdoor activities. But that is going to wrap it up for this episode right here. If you enjoyed this, smash that like button. Don't forget to head down below and hit the subscribe button if you have not already. While you are down there, don't forget to turn on the bell so that way you turn on every single post notification. That way, once I upload a video to this channel, you will get notified that there's a brand new video. Don't forget to leave your comments down below, whether it be about this video right here or any video suggestions that you have for me to do on this channel in the future. Share this channel and this video with your friends. All of that would be greatly appreciated. I'll see you guys in the next one. Keep adventuring.